I feel like we should mention the away struggles for this U.S. team because throughout qualifying, they've been solid at home, but away not so much, at least in terms of winning games. The only victory away in CONCACAF World Cup qualifying is the win away to Honduras. We know Honduras in this cycle were historically bad. And if we want to go into that game was really half an hour of very, very good for the United States. That's their only away victory.
Honduras was winning at first.
As far as I know, the 2022 World Cup will not be played in the United States. It will be away games. How big of a worry is that away form as we think ahead to the World Cup?
Not too big, because it'll be away for everybody, right? There's only Qatar will be the home team, so it'll be a neutral venue pretty much for
but it won't be home.
But it will not be home, and that is a scary thing. But this is the first time these players have done this.
And the competition will be a lot better. That's
what worries me even more than them not winning away. Is the competition hasn't been that great under Greg Berhalter. Now that could be that the pandemic hit. It could be that the UEFA Nations League has kind of made it impossible for these higher level teams.
I'm looking at who they've played, right? The best teams are like Switzerland and a bunch of teams from CONMEBOL, but those were all friendlies. Your best real opponents have been Mexico and Canada.
That's what worries me the most. I'm not too worried about them not winning on the road when it comes to World Cup time. It's the lack of actual quality opponents, because I go back to the Jurgen Klinsmann era, and I know the pandemic messed things up, and I know the Nations League in Europe messed things up, but under Jurgen Klinsmann, you played Italy, you played Netherlands, you played Germany, you played Brazil.
They'll get some of those games. There's talk of now, friendlies against Argentina, maybe in the run-up to the World Cup. They won't be competitive matches.
But Jurgen had those games in Europe.
Right.
He had those games in places where you felt uncomfortable. It wasn't here in the United States, a majority of them, I should say.
What do you chalk up the kind of issues around being successful on the road? Is it like an experience thing? You're talking about maybe right now, maybe they haven't had that experience with the national team. Is it the fact that it's a young group? Like
I think it's the youth.
Okay.
And I don't listen.
So
nobody's excusing
next cycle. There won't be a next cycle.
Exactly. Nobody's excusing these players, right? But there comes a familiarity with actually living.
Until you've won in Panama, until you've won in El Salvador, until you've won in Costa Rica, until you've done those things, obviously it can be very difficult to do so.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and of course, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.